But yeah, no more phosphors in here. I particularly love the honey phosphors. But again, you can't really mix a boom and a phosphor because it's gonna escape. And I had too many phosphor reports anyway. My phosphor price for a little while was in the single digits. It was pretty low. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't emptied these out before I started recording. I didn't really think about it at the time, but I had just fed all of these guys and I'd emptied it out before. I didn't really think that they would put out this many so quickly, but then these guys do eat a lot of Oka Okas. They eat a lot of Oka Okas. I'm probably pronouncing things wrong, and if I am, feel free to correct me. I don't care. I pronounce them the way I think they should be said. Otherwise, I wouldn't be pronouncing them at all. What are you... Guys, you have food. Seriously, yeah, you have plenty of food. Why are you going over and messing with my guys? Leave them alone. Now, they prefer meat or the mangoes, so these guys like the cuberry. I don't really want to give it to you, though. I hate it when food rots in the pen. Like it turns black and then it just kind of crumbles. I really hate that because it took so much effort to farm it. Okay, let me see. I know where that goes, and that warps me all the way to the far end of the mines. The Indigonium mines. The reason that it warps me all the way out there is because that's where I put my my little gathering things here. Yeah, all of this stuff. So it's easier just to walk straight back here rather than going through all the rads and the angry bloom largos that are on the way back from there. It's already nighttime here. Okay. I'm not gonna plant any more odd onions because I have 100 of them and that was my goal, so stick with my goal. Okay. Truthfully, I don't really need odd onions, but I wanted to make sure I had at least 100 of them in case I decide to change the layout of my ranch again, which is something that I tend to do. Like I said, I've already discovered all the areas, so there are times when I just get bored and I rearrange my ranch. And when I rearrange my ranch, sometimes I change what largos I want around. And I fling them out into the sea so they can start over again. I don't know if that would be considered inhumane or not. Probably would be considered inhumane now that I think about it. But I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not particularly concerned about how I treat the slimes because if they go back into the ocean, I believe it says in the lore that they find someplace else to live and thrive. The only thing I would be really concerned about is if there were tars. And truthfully, tars are easier to deal with most of the time than largos. That's why I carry a few extra plorts with me when I go out on the range. I just walked all the way back here for no reason, except to turn these beets over to my pink largos. Anyway. But yeah, tars are actually easier to deal with than largos in most cases. Because tars, you hit them with a blast of water and they disappear. One single blast of water and you don't have to deal with them anymore. Whereas with largos, especially angry largos, it's not that simple. Sometimes you have to feed them and then make sure you're far enough away that you don't get caught in the explosion because of how happy they are. Which is, I'm going to be honest with you, is kind of dumb. But whatever. It's all good. It's all good. I have no more upgrades to get, so... Yeah. No more upgrades. Which is kind of saddening, but you know. I love this. I don't know why I love this, but I just love this. And I think this is new. I don't remember this. I remember walking out of my door this morning and going, what is that? But yeah, I love that. I wish there was more things with like this little insignia all over the ranch. Because this to me is kind of the whole symbol of slime ranching. And I kinda see the little slime ranch paint right here. It's adorable. These things are adorable. I love these. Hello there. I didn't even notice you. And I'm trying to think. I don't use this much. I'm gonna be totally honest. I really don't use this a whole lot because I've never felt the need. I kind of have everything I need, and everybody else can kind of do their own thing. I technically could probably easily fill most of those out now without doing any extra work. And I'm not really going to walk around the entire world. This is just to show off the ranch. The rest of the world is pretty much the same as everybody else's the rest of the world. But I picked the things that I grow here mostly because of convenience, and I have yet to find a reason to have like regular slimes. Largos just seem like the better way to go. I pull a lot of all-nighters in this game. I don't sleep much because there doesn't really seem to be any benefit to sleeping, and there's not really any penalty for not sleeping. So, unless I see a little mail icon up there, then I don't go back to my house very often. I'm sure they're going to change that. I'm sure eventually there's going to be a penalty for not going to sleep when you're supposed to. But for right now, there's not one. I can go for days without sleep. Like I have the caffeine patch. And for those of you that get that reference, you get a cookie. But, this is just easier. It's just easier. Okay, let's see if I can get all the rest of it. Oh, nope, I'm not going to be able to get all of those. Was there not a... I guess there wasn't. Usually there's a seawater one. Oh, apparently I'm getting a lot of lava dust. Yeah, a lot of lava dust. I think I only use those in the warp technology, though. I don't think that's for anything else, unless it's a curio that I haven't really been looking at. I've already read that message. There is now a moon out here. Occasionally, if you come out at night, there is a moon out here, and it's really cool looking. I don't think that they have really put in a sun. At least if they have, I haven't found it. But there is a moon now, which is kind of cool. Good morning, everyone. Oh gosh. Looks like I need to get all of this crap out of here again. So this is my ranch. Take it or leave it. This is where I keep my babies. And maybe someday soon they'll have another update where we can walk around and enjoy new things about the ranch. But until then, I'll see you next time.